Oh my god.
There you go.
Oh yeah, it's just I forgot that we can see that on here. Welcome back to the Words from the Nerds podcast. Here we are with both my lovely co-hosts, Aiden and Benjamin. Unfortunately, since we are back on StreamYard for today's very special episode, we can't see Benjamin because, well, his camera is from the Dollar Tree apparently, and doesn't quite work the same as Aiden and I's. So we won't be seeing much of Benji today, unfortunately, or at all probably. But we'll still hear his lovely voice and all of his lovely takes, and you'll see all of his lovely choices for the upcoming year that we're about to have filled with movies and television. But I want to jump into how these gentlemen are doing on this fine night. Aiden, we'll start with you, buddy. How are you doing today? Little pipsqueak boy.
I'm doing pretty good, brother. I had a whole bunch of opening shifts. So from Saturday to today, every single day, I was on that Charlie stuff, man.
Hey,
5:30
how's it feel, man?
sharp. It felt great, dude.
Yeah, being off that early, bro. You got the whole day
Oh
ahead of
my!
you.
I dread morning shifts because I would have them every now and then, and they would just like suck the wind out of me. I'd be tired when I got home. After like my third day, I was like, "Oh, I'm in a groove. Like this is rich, bro." It was fire. I got so much done this week, bro. I can't remember the last time I edited one video 13 minutes, the second one 23 minutes in less than a week. Like you saw what I pulled up before we started recording. Of this caliber, it's insane. And I've just had so much free time. Like yesterday I got home. I got off at 10. So I worked just a small like 5:30 to 10. And I recorded a little bit and I was like I could edit today, or I could take the rest of the day to hang out with my fiance because I'm off at 1 tomorrow and she works 1 to 9. So I can just chill out the rest of the day and just do it tomorrow. Like it's just so nice not like having to cram everything in after 9 o'clock. So it's been an interesting week for sure. Been a fun week. Finished The Bear. I might start Severance. Shout out to Brandon. And so yeah, lots of fun things. I recommended Creature Commandos to my coworker, and he did something that it just baffled me. He immediately added it to his watch list, and must be nice to have people like that in your life. It was just something so odd about how easy that process was.
Who says it's not on mine? Who says that it's not? Who says?
Chat,
Exactly,
we're getting
buddy.
somewhere.
Hey,
Chat, we're
Aiden,
getting somewhere.
Aiden, I already watched Creature Commandos, so like you don't gotta recommend it to me or whatever,
Oh, okay, I got you, bro. I got you.
Shut up, no camera having ass. Oh my god, bro.
But other than that, I'm doing great. Oh, there.
Oh damn. Go back to the no cam. That's just crazy. How you doing tonight, Benji? No cameraman.
I'm doing well. I am back into a little bit of school, which is not very fun because I had last semester off, which was the first semester I've had off my entire life, basically. So it doesn't feel great to go back to that. So a little bit busier than I was hoping to be, but otherwise things have been good. Been keeping up on the watches that I've wanted to keep up with and getting ready for a really, really packed year of releases. Also have a trip coming up this next week, so I'm excited for that. Yeah, things are good.
It's just Trip City for this man. That is crazy, bro. Actually insane. But I mean, we love to see it. Enjoy those vacations while you can have them,
Yes, sir.
Me myself, I'm Not that you guys asked, fucking dickheads.
Charlie, how are you today, man? How are you doing?
But me myself, it's been like an up and down week. It's like it's been good mostly, but like little things like I accidentally left my AirPods in my pants pocket, and my girlfriend washed them on accident. My fault, not hers. I want to clarify because I left them in my pocket. But they came out fine, right? They let them dry. They were still working, and then I went and I did it again, but this time I washed my clothes.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
And so they went
Brother.
through
What
again,
the?
and now they're
Holy.
pretty much not bricked. They still work, but like I have to connect the actual case to my phone every time. And then I have to like take one out, put it in, see if it works. If it doesn't work, then I have to put it back in, connect it again, and keep trying it. So I think I'm in the market for getting some new earbuds
Oh
sometime
my
here.
god.
Get some
I do that
Raycons.
twice. Some Raycons.
Raycons. That's
Bro,
crazy.
that's not even a troll. I got some Raycons. I used to have AirPods, and like at least for the price difference, I'm very happy with the Raycons.
Well, see, okay. Well, do they have because I can't remember if they have like they don't have a partnership with Apple or anything, right? Because like what I like about the AirPods is they have like that chip in them where like I can just take it out, put it in my ear, and it's like automatically connected. I don't have to go into my Bluetooth settings and then like click connect and that kind of thing.
I don't have to do that for the Raycons.
Really?
They have a little
Okay.
like when you put it in your ear, it has a little wake up thing that it does, and it will say
Mhm.
power on, and then it will automatically try to connect to the last device that you connected it to. So I've
Okay.
never had issues with it just turning on and connecting.
Okay. I like the sound of that then. I mean, I've never tried the Raycons before. Honestly, I don't see them sponsor anybody anymore. Now that we're talking about it, I've never seen them sponsor anybody lately. But doesn't matter. Besides the point, let's get into a little bit of housekeeping. If you have never listened to us before, welcome aboard to the Words from the Nerds podcast, where we talk about all of the nerdy news and movies and everything else that revolves around entertainment. Truthfully, not even just nerdy stuff. We're trying to delve into other types of movies and shows and whatnot as well. But welcome aboard. If you're on audio listening platforms or if you're on YouTube, you can leave us a comment or leave us some sort of fan mail, and we will read it at the beginning of every single episode. And I have some comments here, speaking of which, from last week's episode, which was episode 78, where we did our Daredevil Born Again trailer reaction. We have 4 comments. First one being from Brandon. Look at our boy. Shout out Brandon. Oh, he's always leaving comments, bro. He's always, and I love that. Let's see what this one is. Right, Brandon? Okay. Feeling the love this episode. That's perfect. You should have ended it there, Brandon. You should have ended it there. You should have ended it there, man. That was a perfect comment. But then he said, pretty crazy that Charlie still hasn't started One Piece. But the thing is, though, I don't know who Charlie with an IE is. I don't know who that is. So like, I don't know who he's talking about, but it couldn't be me. So I guess we'll move on from that one. But thank you for the comment, Brandon. Then we have our next comment from CC058, who says, you guys might be the only podcast that actually lets each other speak. I didn't read that one.
Dude, that's such a sweet comment, bro. Like that. Bro, I read that comment at work and I was like, I want to get back. I want to record right now. Like it's just so good, bro.
I never read that one until right now. Thank you. That's actually, that's, I mean, I guess that's something I never really thought about. Even like listening to my own podcast guys, whenever they interrupt each other, I'm like, oh, okay, it's just this person's turn to talk now. But, and even then I feel like we interrupt each other a lot of the time though. Granted, we apologize like good little bitches, I guess, but or at least I do.
Good little boys over here.
But I don't know. Yeah. Cece, thank you for that comment though. Yeah, we appreciate that. Yeah. The third comment comes from John Paul Broncano. 39. Shut up, Aiden. I'm host, bitch. And he says One Piece with a heart. Oh man, bro, Aiden's really bringing out all the weebs in these coming weeks, which I want to say I am very grateful for. I don't want to make it sound like I'm not grateful. We appreciate each and every single one of you guys coming aboard. You can yell at me about wanting to watch One Piece all you want, or
Hey,
tell Aiden.
100, almost
if anything,
180.
no, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, if anything, tell Aiden to keep on those YouTube uploads because oh my god, his most recent one, 200 views, brother. Like, come on now. Keep on his ass about that stuff, and he and in these comments as well. We'd love to see that kind of stuff. But thank you most of all for getting us to almost one off of 180 subscribers. That is actually insane, considering that when Aiden posted that video, I think we were at like 70 or 90. We were at like 90.
No, we had just hit 100.
Really, oh wait, yeah, you're right. I remember now. I remember. Yeah. For some reason, I thought that those ones pushed us over the 100, but now that I remember, we had separate conversations about it. But John, thank you for that comment. And then our fourth and final comment, I believe, there's nothing on the Spotify or anything, right?
No, nothing. No.
Comes from Ariel Perez, GO6TF. Talk about One Piece.
I love it.
Well, unfortunately, I guess Aiden's the only one who can talk about One Piece. So I can talk about it, I guess, and say that it's trash. But I don't think you guys want to hear that. I don't think you guys want to hear that, unfortunately. So
he's in denial, chat.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that. But I think that concludes our housekeeping section. And now we'll get into the topic of the show. Our 2025 most anticipated / what we think is going to be the best projects to be coming out for the remainder of the year. We did make the agreement. I don't think you were here when we said this, Benjamin. No shows and whatnot that have already come out. So like, I know Creature Commando started in 2024, but
Severance is really the big one.
Yeah, Severance was a big one since that one already started. Not that I think you've watched Severance. You're not a TV show guy, little loser. But
it's on my list, actually. No,
it's so funny. It's
actually
so funny.
No. I genuinely, I don't have the platforms right now to watch some shows, but like The Bear, Severance.
Oh, it's on your watch list.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Okay.
But like,
okay,
I only have a few. Like those are two, and then Better Call Saul. Those are like, I would say, the three bigger ones right now that I am wanting to get going. Which Better Call Saul is probably next, just because it's the only one that I can actually watch, I think.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
On Netflix.
Well, and also out of just the two that you named, it'll be the only one. Well, out of the three, Better Call Saul, Severance, and The Bear, it'll be the only one that's fully done that you can just binge entirely and finish. So get the full story out of. So
is Severance actually on Amazon, or is that like a partnership with Apple TV?
Partnership with Apple. Partnership with
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
so it's on Amazon Prime?
You could have a 7, but you have to have Apple TV with it. So you have to have like the 7-day free trial or whatever.
Yeah, they have these stupid like duo subscriptions now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Netflix is $25 a month. Are you out of your mind, dude?
Absolutely ridiculous.
Are you out of your mind?
I'm dropping. Like literally all I care about this year, and I know I shouldn't be saying this when we're about to do our draft picks, but I think only one of these, or maybe two of them, are on one of our lists. But like all I care about this year from Netflix, genuinely, aside from other movies that they might announce, are like the final season of You. Stranger Things season 5, final season of Stranger Things, and then the final season of Squid Game. That's all I care about. So I probably will cancel, and then when those things pop up, I will pop back in. But like, yeah, $25 for the ad-free version is ridiculous. Absolutely. Jesus. When Apple TV with no ads is $10, granted, I know Apple has other things that they can sell, like iPhones and AirPods and whatnot. That's how they make their money otherwise. But dude, $25 is ridiculous. But in order to find out the order in which we will be going on this draft list, I have a lovely, wonderful wheel that I'm going to pull up on the screen right now, as long as I have Aiden's permission, because apparently I need to ask Aiden for everything.
Jarvis, pull the wheel up.
I want to smack this kid every day, chat. You guys just don't get it. I
don't want to be first fucking pick, bro.
Well,
I'll take first pick.
Why do you not
want to be first
Oh my
pick?
gosh.
Because you fuck up no matter what you do. You're gonna pick something. Like I genuinely cannot pick a solid number one. This is the biggest, most anticipated. Like I can't. I don't have a solid number one.
I mean, I guess, holy.
I guess it depends on like what your goal is with the first pick. Like,
I
want to take something that you think somebody else has, because
that's what
I guarantee you, brother, you could be first pick Avatar. That's knocking something off of Ben's list. I promise you, it is.
But it's like, yeah. The thing about this list is it's so hard because you have to play with both heart and like, common sense. It's like, how good is it? Like, what I want is at the end of the year when we look back at this list, I want my list to be like, there are so many bangers on that list. And if I go with my heart and I say something like, oh, whatever, oh, blah, 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 just because I want it on my list, but it doesn't really hold up to anything. But then it's just such a mixed bag because there could be something. Superman could come out and just be absolute dog shit. Like that is a reality. Let's not pretend like it's not. Same with any other project here. And it's just so hard because you have to put some strategy, but then you also have to be like, I think this is going to be a fucking banger. So I don't know. I don't know. I'd rather have the third pick.
I want to clarify for the viewers. I think the way I want to describe this draft list is sort of how we treated, if you're an OG listener and viewer, sort of how we treat our most anticipated list for phases 4 and 5. Maybe was it 5 and 6? I think it was 4 and 5 of the MCU. No, it was 5 and 6.
5 and 6. Yeah,
it was 5 and 6. Phases 5 and 6 of the MCU. We kind of treat that as like almost like who was the most correct in their like choices of like what projects were going to be like really, really good. So I think that's sort of how we're going to treat this as well. We'll come back to this periodically throughout the year and decide who had the best list in terms of, and you might be wondering what the measure of success is. And I don't know, I guess just maybe critical acclaim, Rotten Tomatoes scores, et cetera, that kind of thing. Audience, we might even factor audience score into it. Personal love, I don't know. Actually, no, we can't factor in personal love when Aiden likes things like Venom it's not season 3, Venom 3.
Oh, get it out. Come on, get it out, buddy. Any day now.
So we can't count personal love very much, because
that's why I said there's some common sense mixed in there. There's some common sense.
Yeah. But yeah, that's sort of how I think we'll be treating this list, and that's, I think, what makes it more fun. So without further ado, let's find out who is going first.
Bro, I'll take the one. Whatever.
You're getting the one. Oh no, I'm getting the one. I rigged this one.
Okay, give me the 3. Just give me the 3, bro. I need that back to back.
So I will be going first. Let's find out who is going second.
No, keep going. Yes.
Oh, damn.
Yes.
Damn.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, I'll take that third spot. I'm more than fine.
Benjamin will be going second, and Aiden will be going third. And this will be a snake draft
spot.
This will be a snake draft. So when it gets to Aiden will pick twice, and then it will go back to Ben, and then it'll go to me, and I will pick twice as well. And then it'll go back accordingly.
Oh man.
But here is our graph in which we are going to be keeping track of everything. For audio listeners, it's just a standard table graph.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, please put us in order.
Okay.
Just so that when we snake draft, it's actually like a snake.
Sure. Yeah.
Anyways, continue.
This graph will be used to keep track of everybody's picks, and we will also be throwing up images on the screen. I do want to say for audio listeners, this is just a regular 3-column draft, 3-column table, and we have it numbered 1 through 5 under each of our names. So this is probably, I think we said this for our superhero draft episode. This is definitely a more viewer leaning episode. So sorry to the audio listeners, but we will try to make it as clear as possible for all of you as well. So, with me being the first pick, oh, hold on. I had gotta tap my Beast case real quick, Mr. Beast case. Don't want to miss out on potential money.
Wait, what? What is
Your
this?
what?
You guys haven't watched the Beast games?
No,
There's
No.
like this,
buddy. What the? I'm just kidding.
there's like this. You can win money. His Beast game is basically just like a live. I'm doing free promo for Mr. Beast. Isn't that crazy? It's basically a game show on Amazon, whatever. And there's like this QR code you can scan. It goes to this app called Moneyline, and then they do. They're going to do this big giveaway. There's a bunch of different cash prizes that are revealed every week. And each day, if you log in, and there was a Mr. Beast case down here. If you tap the Mr. Beast case, it gives you another entry. I have 9 entries right now. So,
oh,
see.
well, if you win, you know where the 2 people you can split it with.
Ooh, buddy thinks I'm splitting. That's crazy. It's crazy, chat. Insanity.
All right.
Anyway, I have the first pick here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, what do I want to do? Who do I want to fuck over? You know, that's the way I think about this. Who do I want to fuck over?
You think you act like you know for each of us what our number 1 would be.
Well, hold on. I don't think I know what your number 1 would be, but I just know what some of you are going to have on the list.
Yeah,
And
sure.
see, the thing is, do I?
There's
There's
a very logical pick here. There's a very logical one.
That's the thing, and I think I need to snatch it up for myself, truthfully, more than anything. And that's what I'm like. I could like. That's where this is another aspect of like what I was telling you. Like it depends on what you want to do with your first pick. If you want to pick for yourself, then pick for yourself. Like that's perfect. But you could also try to target somebody else's list and then take from them. But I think that this one is like too high up of on everybody's mind for me not to pick it. And even then it's not like super high up, but I am gonna go with The Last of Us season 2.
Whoa. Okay.
I actually, you know what? I'm not gonna look that up. I just realized I'm not gonna look.
Oh, yeah.
Spoilers.
Yeah, because Ben has no idea what happened, so I'm not going to look that up. I will
share your tab if you want, and then whenever you pull up the picture, you can just.
Well, that's the thing. I'm gonna find
Yeah.
I have a separate thing open. I'm gonna I'll open and try to find a pick as I'm talking about this.
Wow, interesting. Okay, so you kind of went with the heart.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Well, I went with the heart a little bit, but also, I mean, like season 1 was very highly praised. I think there's a logical choice behind it as well. But honestly, I think you're more than anything, you might be right as far as like going with the heart, because like how much I love The Last of Us Part 2, the game, and everything that happens within that. I am very looking forward to what's going to happen with this show and how the audience will react to what happens in this show. But I also think that the substance within it, if it's handled well from the game, I do think that this could be even better received critically than the first season was. But then again, that might be biased from myself. So I don't know. I think it's a good first round pick. I think it's better than what I did for the superhero one. So I'm not too disappointed with it. So yeah,
Okay.
only drawbacks I might have are like some of the casting choices. I hope that the people that they casted to be. I'm trying to think of like how I can say things without saying too much for Benjamin. The people that they casted for Abby and her section of things. Some of them I really like, and a couple of them are weird choices to me. But I mean, we'll see. And even Abby herself, like obviously I love Caitlin Deaver, but for Abby, I don't know. We will have to see. But I think that's all I have to say on that. Let me see if I can get. I think I'm just gonna have to pull up a picture of.
Old Ellie. You might as well. Or
No, I'm just gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do
My
like this the classic don't look, Ben, don't look.
Okay.
I'll just do like that. Now you can look, Ben. I'll just do something like that. But yeah, The Last of Us season 2 is my first round pick.
It's very solid. I mean, season 1 is still just up there. It only ages better and better. There are some things about season 2 that kind of makes this a risky play. If you know, you know. Like, there's a lot of ways that this could go, especially if there's rumors of like splitting it up into 2 seasons. It's like, okay, if that's the case, what is this going to look like in live action? And we've already seen them take creative liberties into their own hands. I don't even know if I'm using that phrase right. We've already seen that they can put their own touch on this show. So it's like, so now you're doing that with these, super controversial moments and with a game that you're trying to split into 2 seasons when you didn't do that for the first one. So I don't know. It's risky. It's also safe at the same time. I think it's a very solid pick.
I could agree
It's
with
a
that.
very you pick.
Normally, when you say safe, I have to say I disagree with you, but this time I agree. I think this is a safer pick.
I think there are 3, in my opinion at least, there are 3, maybe 4 projects that are very safe. Not very safe, but that are like safe. Like these are the 4. At least in terms of,
I think one of Ben's is one of them. So
yeah. I mean, that's one of the main. That's one I thought you were gonna go with, and we probably even talked about it unknowingly. But there are 4 projects, at least for me, my experience, because there are movies that are coming out next year that I haven't watched the first one or that I just don't know enough about. Me, for my experience, there are 4 projects that I feel like are safe. This is one of them, but it's also, a risky, good pick.
Yeah, it's a good pick. I don't know if this was dumb of me, but like when I made my list, I actually just like intentionally left this one off because I just kind of conceded that one of you was gonna get it, which worked to my benefit because now I'm not upset because none of my top 5 were taken so far. So, but like,
I
if
should have brought him on the tar. That's gonna be his pick. It's gonna be his first round pick, 100%.
no. But I mean, this definitely like it would be in my 5 if I was just picking on my own. But I conceded that to you guys and went with other things. So I guess I'll just get into my first pick, which I don't think will come as a shock because I'm kind of at the point Aiden just said like there's a couple very safe ones, and so I know that like depending on what I pick, Aiden is getting my 3rd place no matter what. Like there's no I have no choice here. So I have to pick and choose. And for my number 1,
man.
I'm going with Superman.
Fuck.
Ooh.
Fuck.
Ooh.
Yep.
I
That was my
had
first
to.
pick. That was my
Yeah.
first pick. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
We've talked about this many times. We discussed the trailer when that came out and just extensively have talked about the new DC universe and whatnot. And I mean, this project just has so much riding on it. But I've said it many times before that I just have immense praise for James Gunn and have faith in what he's going to do in the direction that he's going to take things. So I am incredibly excited. It feels weird because it feels kind of close. Like it doesn't feel that far away for when this movie is coming out. And even just seeing that, like they just started production on Supergirl that comes out next year and whatnot.
Yeah.
We're just like, it feels like we're actually getting close and building up to the live action portion of the DC universe. And of course that trailer was just absolutely phenomenal. I've loved it every time I've seen it in theaters. Um, I mean, I can't praise it enough. I feel like this is one of those picks that you just. I'm glad to have it. I really thought that Charlie would have gone for it. I thought this was an easy first rounder.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to have it.
Hey, well, when it bombs and doesn't do well, you won't be so glad to have it, buddy. I obviously, yeah, I think this is a great first round pick as well. I mean, it was between this. If I was trying to screw you guys over, both of you it would have been this pick for sure.
Yeah.
It was between this, The Last of Us, and Avatar for my first choices. But I mean, yeah, I'm super excited for the film as well. I think I do think I want to clarify for the audience. I do think it will be good. Obviously, that first trailer was phenomenal. I teared up watching it for the first time. I love Superman as a character, and I love what James Gunn does with his characters, and so I think that this will be fantastic, truthfully. And I hope that I don't end up eating a shoe by the time that this movie comes out, and it's bad. That would be terrible. But good pick. Yeah, I can't be mad at it.
Yeah, this would have been my first pick if you had went another direction. I mean, I keep thinking and making this list. I kept thinking there's a chance that at the end of the year we look back and this movie has the same effect on us that the Batman did in 2022. And that's very plausible. And I could not stop thinking of any other way of this story going, where we get to the end of the year and we're like, that shit bangs. It still bangs. Throw it on the TV. I want to rewatch Superman because it's just such a great movie. It's just such a hopeful movie. There is probably 85% of a scenario of that happening. So it's one of the most safe picks on this list for very good reason. It looks amazing. It has a chance to do something spectacular this year, and I'm sad it will not be coming with me. Very upsetting.
Yeah, but we know what you're getting. Like, come on.
I mean, do we though? Like, I don't know. This is where it gets.
Brother,
This is
you have
where it
2
gets.
picks. If you don't
I
take the
know,
one that I have as
know.
my number 2, there's no way.
Well, that's the thing. I'm like, all right. So here's the thing. It doesn't really matter. I actually forgot that we were snaking earlier, so then I felt a lot more pressured. But now not so much because it really doesn't matter what order I take these in. There's one on here that I'm just like, I could take it. It'd probably be smart to take it. Do I really care too much about it? No. But if I'm trying to be strategic, if I'm going based off of what history has presented me, the only smart thing would be to take this movie. Like I said, I wouldn't take it as my first pick, but it really doesn't matter since, we're snaking. I have to have something that lines up with y'all's. Charlie, do not hit backspace. Go ahead and keep riding that thing out. It's Avatar, Fire and
Wait.
Ash.
This is crazy. This is wild, I think.
I
I'm
mean,
not gonna lie.
what's so wild about it?
Listen, for as much as Charlie thought that I was gonna ride this movie, it was not in my top 5.
What?
I'm
That's
not
actually
Wow.
insane. You're the Avatar guy. What the fuck?
Wow.
That's actually crazy. I thought that
He's
that's what you were
insane.
talking when you were telling Aiden. I thought that's what you were saying. Like you got
No.
two. You have two.
Yeah.
I thought
If-
this was one of the two options.
No, if he doesn't take the other, what I consider to be obvious, then
Well, this next one I take was gonna be my first pick. But let me talk a little bit more about Avatar. I'm just not I'm not too connected to it. Like I think they're cool. I think they're good movies. I thought the second one was good. I thought the first one was great. You know, they are an experience. You know, it's like when people look back like that first Avatar movie was such a big deal. You know, I mean, I don't think they're like out of this world amazing movies, but I can respect them for what they are. They get mouths moving, they bring in money, they get nominations. I'd be a fool to not have something like that on my list because there is a chance with all of that comes it being in talks for best movie of the year. I mean, it would only make sense. As history has showed us, it would only make sense that Avatar would bring all of that with it. Now, again, it doesn't matter what aura I pick it in. This wouldn't have been my first, but I have to have something to at least stand up next to y'all's first picks up there. So that's why I went with that. Now, for my second,
Oh, we're just jumping. Okay, all right.
I mean, I don't have a lot to say about Avatar.
Well, no,
I mean, it, you know,
I thought
speaks for
I thought we
itself.
might. I mean, I don't have anything to say. About it.
Oh, yeah,
No.
yeah. I mean, feel free, please. Feel
I mean,
free.
no, I'm not an Avatar rider, so I mean, I think they're enjoyable films, and you know, I'm looking forward to this one for sure. And
It's safe. This is the safest pick on the board.
oh, okay. I thought
Yeah.
I thought you were about to say of your list, but
Probably, honestly, probably of my list. This is.
I
Probably the
mean,
safest pick.
I do think it is a really safe pick because like you said about history, that even if this movie is not that great, it's still going to be a huge box office achievement, pretty well received all around, and just like people are going to talk about the theatrical experience and whatnot.
Yeah.
All of that is going to be present with this movie, so it definitely is a good pick.
I mean, and like I said, there's a chance that with all of that, there ends up being a great movie with it. You know, like I said, I don't think the other two are bad at all. I know a lot of other people do. They're just not anything, you know, jaw dropping amazing to me. But there's a chance that this one could be because I did like Way of Water quite a bit. So, all right. For my second pick, Ben, I don't think I'm going to get any of your top two, if I'm being honest. Because this pick, I don't see how it would be in your top two. I could be wrong. Just a little, just to string y'all along, just a little bit. This one, I feel kind of risky taking because of things. There is a chance this movie could be shit. There is a good chance that this movie could be shit. But I keep telling myself with every single thing that I keep seeing, with everything that I keep learning, set photos, Fantastic Four, it has to be my second pick. Fantastic Four has to be my second pick. I mean, there is a chance or there is a possibility that this ends up being one of the best movies of the year. Not one of the best movies of the year, one of the best superhero movies of the year. Ben's tweaking out over there. I mean, as soon as he said one of his top two, I was like, he does not care about the Fantastic Four. There's no way he will be taking it.
I know. Well, I know what he's gonna take next. But.
Okay. Oh, I know. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. I mean it was fourth. That's fourth. I have like groups of like 3 1s, 3 2s, 3 3s, 3 4s, 3 and a 5. I have a group of 3 4s, and that one is in my fourth. So there was no way I was getting around to that one. Anyways, Fantastic Four. I mean, after finishing the Bear season 3, I'm just like, give me more of him. And like, not only him, dude, the set photos, like Pedro Pascal and Vanessa Kirby going ham. Like the chemistry is off the charts in the movie. I haven't even seen a clip of the movie yet. It's shaping up to be something very special, something very great. And you know, as bad of a track record as Marvel has had lately, I still can't help but think that this movie will change all of that, and that this could be genuinely great. It could be fantastic.
Oh my god.
You're supposed to say that again? Yeah, Fantastic Four, my second pick.
Yeah, I mean, this this was probably going to be my second or third, so I guess you took it from me. But I'm also not that super attached to it. I am super attached to the. Hold on.
I was gonna say, what?
I'm not too upset that I didn't get to put it on my list. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm super excited for the movie. I am very, very excited for the movie. But just for like a movie, a year like 2025, like in terms of like whole anticipation, I'm not too upset that this didn't end up on my list. Slightly, but not too much. Very excited for this movie. As you said, the chemistry between Pedro and Vanessa already seems off the charts. I'm very interested in both Johnny, Joseph Quinn, and Eben or Ebon, whichever one is correct. I don't know. For the Thing and Johnny, just because they're wild cards going into this. Like, we've seen set photos of what Thing is apparently going to look like, and we've seen a little tiny video of what Johnny's going to look like, but we haven't like seen them interacting very much in like interviews and whatnot. So very excited to see that dynamic and whatnot. And I think this is a film that Marvel knows that they have to get right.
Exactly.
We cannot have another bad Fantastic Four movie. Like, there's just like, I don't even think that this can be meh. Like, that cannot be the case. I think they know that they have to nail it. And I hope that they do. And I hope that they are taking the care with that. And there's little things that make it seem like they're not. Like, look at how long James Gunn filmed Superman for, and how long he's letting it stay in post-production. And Superman's coming out 2 weeks before. When they finished filming Superman, they started filming Fantastic Four. And so those are like the little things that leave like a little bit of worry in my mind in terms of this movie, but still very excited for it. I hope it's great. Fantastic Four, I love them. I always have, always will. And I hope they're done right finally.
I am very pleased so far with this draft, because this was just not anywhere close to my list, to be honest.
I know what you're getting next, buddy.
Yeah. But I mean, I respect the pick. I understand that you guys are looking forward to this more than I am. And I do think that it's still a very important movie for Marvel in general, just because of the Fantastic Four movie reputation. So it's like Charlie said, like, we can't have another bad Fantastic Four movie, even though I haven't seen all of them. Still, I'm aware that Fan Four Stick is terrible, and I don't need to watch it to say that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and the cast I think is great. I know we talked about it a lot, and then you guys talked about it even more, about just all the rumors and whatnot leading up to it. But I think so far, from what people have seen, we're fairly pleased with everything, and just looking forward to how that will fully look once the movie comes out. I'm sure we'll get a trailer soon. I kind of thought we would get one for like the release of Captain America.
Yeah.
So that might be happening. But that's also, just in a couple weeks here. So we'll see about that. But no, I think it's a good pick. I just wouldn't have it on my list personally.
Go ahead.
But for my second pick,
before you, I just want to, I do think that we're going to get a Fantastic Four trailer for the Super Bowl. Probably. That's probably, there's going to be like a little TV spot, I'm willing to bet, and then it'll say like go online for the full trailer, because the Super Bowl is the weekend before Captain America. So I do think you're right. I do think we still will get that for Captain America.
But, yeah. All right. That sounds right. Charlie, just start typing.
I mean, I assume. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, what? Oh, what? Okay. Oh, all right.
Wait, Aiden's surprised by it?
I can't believe you didn't think that, Aiden. I thought that might be your number 2, Aiden. As soon as I don't know if you noticed, but when you said this movie, I shook my head.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, man,
Well, see,
That's what I knew.
Okay. No, that was it was my number 2. So my ones were Superman, Avatar, and then my 2s were Fantastic Four and Daredevil. And The Last of Us was in my ones also. So 2 of my ones got taken, and I had to get on defense. I thought you were going something completely different. I'm
Okay.
okay.
Huh. We'll see. I
Okay. I
guess
mean,
what
well,
happens.
you might. I think you might go for it at 3, but all right, go for it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Really happy to get my 1 and 2 in there. I mean, I feel like this is more of a heart pick. Just because Marvel's
It's risky. Yeah.
Marvel's track record, and then specifically how they handle shows. And then we know that this went through huge story changes and reshoots and whatnot. So there's a lot of things that you can point to be concerned about this. But at the same time, I mean, Daredevil holds such a special place in my heart. And so the fact that we are
Yep.
getting this show, like, it is easily one of my most anticipated projects of the entire year. And I mean, it has been for the last couple of years since it's been announced. Like, I've just been looking forward to it. So the fact that we're like 5-6 weeks away from actually like starting this show just has me very excited. Albeit a little hesitant. But it's Daredevil. Like, it's just everybody's coming back for this show, and I hope that they understand the significance that goes into doing a 4th season of a show like this. The trailer looked promising, in my opinion, so I'm really hoping that they kind of honed in on just the writing of the characters and what made the story so compelling in the first 3 seasons. And so if they can do that, I will be very happy. So absolutely, this is like these 2 were like, there wasn't even really a question for me. These were my 2.
Wow.
No matter what anybody else picked, these are my 2 most anticipated projects of the entire year.
I feel like there's the reason I didn't have it above either of my 2 picks is this one. The more I started to overthink about it, and I say overthink because I don't think this is the case, but it's something to consider, is there's a lot more room for error in this project than there is in these other ones. You have a legacy that you kind of have to uphold whether you want to or not, just because of how big of a fan base the Netflix Daredevil has. Of course, all of the rewrites and all of this stuff we've heard through the grapevine, and 3 just Marvel's TV shows. Like it's just been it's one of the more risky ones, but it's still so high on all of our lists, I'm assuming, because of that prestige and because of that legacy. So it's one of those ones where it's like, you get this on your list, you're either going to be a happy fucking camper at the end of the year, or you are going to be regretting every brain cell that went towards picking this. It's just, you don't know. You just don't know.
You think it's that steep?
No, I'm just talking about like ceiling and floor for this show.
Okay, gotcha.
Like, I'm just talking about absolute ceiling and floor. You're either gonna wish you had picked something else, or you're gonna be super happy that this fell to you in your second round. And that's.
But even actually, I actually still want to like push back on that a little bit. Because you think that it can be that bad that you'll by the end of the year you'll be regretting that choice, having it on this list? You really think it has the possibility of being that bad?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I think it has the potential to be disappointing, but I don't know about like awful,
Oh, I don't know about awful, but I'm talking about like wasting a second round pick on this when like there are tons of other movies and TV shows like that we haven't even scratched the surface on, and that we probably aren't going to scratch the surface on. Like a new Marvel TV show that has been through tons of rewrites and didn't even think it would come out. I think there is a possibility where you're like, man, I don't even know if this, like, looking back, I don't even know if right now I'd put this above the other the first 3 or 4 rounds of this list. Maybe not even breaking the top 5. I
I
think
have
there's a
blind faith.
possibility that that happens. And again,
All in
yeah,
on this show.
nice. I like that
Yeah,
pun. I like that pun.
He didn't do it on
Like,
purpose.
again, but the ceiling for this show is so high, dude. If it's anything like season 3, I mean, that's a banger pick. But there is that risk. That's why it's a bit of strategy and it's a bit of playing with your heart. So I like it. I definitely like it a lot. It was one of my second picks too. Too. Oh my god.
That was dumb.
I'm
For
with you,
audio
man.
listeners, yeah, he been turned on his camera for a second and pulled his beanie over his eyes to look like Daredevil. Yeah, I think this was my number 2 pick, so you did get to take that from me. Congrats. But
Here's where things get interesting.
I mean, I'm super excited for this show. I think Aiden's right. The ceiling on this show is so incredibly high, and I hope to feel even a fraction of the absolute peakness that I felt, if that even makes sense, that I felt watching seasons 1 through 3 of Daredevil. Oh, because oh my god, man, just watching clips and edits on TikTok of the older seasons are just fantastic, absolutely fantastic. The writing is it's stellar, and so I hope that they can capture that with this. And I don't think you'll be disappointed with picking it at number 2. I don't even if it like
Yeah, no.
even if it crashes and burns a little bit. I don't think the only way, like, I don't know, if they stuck with killing both Karen and Foggy and like not making it. I mean, even then they probably could have justified it in a certain way, but it still would just, I don't know. I still think they're probably going to kill Foggy, but we'll see, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think there's maybe even a chance both of them could still go, just based
Really? No way.
Just based
That's
off the
like-
trailer. I mean, that's 2 shots of Karen. You're banking on that extra shot of her in a law. I mean, think about how the show's open, like he was in a courtroom. Like, the show opens in a courtroom
True.
too. I mean,
And
that's 2 scenes in one episode. I don't know.
They both died in a
Not that it really matters. I mean, not that it really matters too much, like you said, there's a ride around, but yeah.
I don't know. I just think part of me wants to say that what I said, like they could find a way to justify it, but like also heart and soul of the show. There's something to be said
True.
there, like more so than just Matt. Like when Matt is not Daredevil, like you need to make those periods of time matter, and I think Foggy and Karen helped with that. But
yeah,
it's whatever. Don't want to get too into the weeds. My number.
This is where it gets
2.
interesting.
Don't take it, please.
I don't know what your number 3 would be, Benjamin. Honestly,
I know
I
what
have
it is.
somewhat of an
You'll take
idea. I have somewhat of an idea, but like I don't. I mean, I'm not 100% because like I feel like I don't have a great idea of everything that's going to come out this year, truthfully. So, a lot of what will follow next for me is just going to come from the heart, but maybe some things will come into my brain later to try to steal from you guys. But my number 2 pick,
Okay.
is Invincible season 3. Season 2 was fantastic. I don't think it was worth the wait. I do want to say that. I don't think it was worth the 3-year wait, but it was still very, very good. And I'm very much anticipating season 3 and because a lot of people who read the comics say that like this is where
That's what I've been seeing.
the entire story starts to really like take off and starts to unravel really. So I'm super excited to see in what capacity that happens and the journey that Mark goes on and like why he changes his suit and just how more violent he gets. I mean, we've seen from the trailer, this isn't spoilers because I have not read the comics. If you're worried, audience viewers, listeners, he gets into a fight with Cecil this season. I don't know what comes of this fight, but This is, I mean, it just seems very, very interesting, and I'm anticipating it very, very much. I think it's a loved show between comic fans and even non-comic book fans, and et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, I think I don't think this will disappoint. Hopefully not. But
Yeah, it's a great pick. I saw this. I don't think this is a spoiler. It's just a line I saw from the comics. Somebody tweeted today. They were like, I think they said 3. Is it 3 more weeks till it comes out, or 6?
It's 2. I think.
Two.
No, it's 2 or 3. It's 2 or 3. I don't know.
Regardless, the caption was 3 more weeks, a ton of exclamation points, all caps, and the page from the comic was Mark saying, I can see into the future and you don't live to see tomorrow. And I was like, oh my God. And he had like blood in his mouth. He had a black eye and he was like, I can see into the future and you don't live to see tomorrow. I was like, oh my. And he's like, sounding like, I'm going to kick your ass. Oh my God. I was like, damn. And like people were hyping it up like, oh, 3 more weeks. Like we get to see some of this. So I was like, oh, this might bang. So yeah. Exciting stuff.
This is a good pick. This is a very good pick. Not my number 3.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be.
Yeah, I think that's mainly just because I was a little underwhelmed by season 2 personally, and it might have. I think part of that probably had to do with just the time that it took to get there, and then also splitting up the season. I don't think that helped things much at all.
Agreed. Yeah,
there were definitely some good moments, but by the end, I just kind of felt underwhelmed by it compared to season 1, which kind of peaks, I think, in the final couple episodes. So that's why it wouldn't be as high up for me, but I am still very much looking forward to watching season 3.
Yeah. I think I do know what would be on Ben's list, but I really don't think I want to put it on mine. And this number 3 is a struggle for me. Number 3 is a struggle. I feel like, I don't know, man. I feel like I need to, I feel like this might be a bad one, but I don't know.
We're on the same wavelength.
We'll
my
see,
God,
man.
we're on the same wavelength.
We'll see.
Wow.
Man. We'll see.
Wow.
We'll
Dude,
see,
that's
man.
a great pull. That's a great pull, dude.
You think?
It's a great pull. I
for
have
audio
a lot of
listeners, sorry,
faith.
I guess I should say it. The third Knives Out movie, Wake Up Dead Man, is my number 3 pick.
That is a shock for me. I would not have thought you would pull that out.
On
Really?
my list. On my freaking list, yeah.
I mean, I love the Knives Out movies, all of them. I think they're all spectacular. I think I like the first one the most, just because it was I don't know. Not that it did anything like super revolutionary in terms of just like a whodunit story, but I don't know. They're just very entertaining, and I don't think that they have done anything egregiously wrong so far. And this third one, that's why I think like I don't know if this was a great third pick. Like I probably could have held out on it, but like the way Aiden's talking about it, he might have snatched it up. So I guess I'm happy that I got to it, but I don't think that it'd be on your list, Ben. I think I do know what's going to be on your list, but I'm going to bite my tongue this time just in case it's not. I will let everybody know what I think it is at the end if it ends up not being there. But
I think I know what it is. There's no way it's not.
Yeah,
I don't know why. I don't know how you guys feel so confident in this.
Just
I don't
because
know.
I don't know, you make certain things very clear.
You've said things before that makes me think there's no that I thought this would be at your second. If it's what I'm
this
thinking.
one?
What?
No.
Okay.
What I'm what I think he's about to say right now.
I actually agree. If we're on the same wavelength, Aiden and I actually agree with that.
I think you guys could both just not be on the right wavelength at all.
He said things in the past where I'm like, this movie comes out this year. There's no way it's not on it. Like, all right, go for it. Wake Up Dead Man's a great pick. It would have been my fourth. But again, I'm snaking, so it really doesn't matter. It's a great pick. I thought I had a sleeper on me, but you got me.
Yeah, this
Yes,
was.
sir.
I mean, for me, this was one of the benched players in like the 8 spot. So I did not intend to have this on my list unless like you guys took my picks and then we were, onto the lower ones. But I am very much looking forward to it. I like Glass Onion more than most people.
Yeah.
So
like
I am excited, definitely.
Okay.
All right, Benjamin.
Let's hear that number 3, man.
So you guys aren't gonna say what your prediction is?
No. I mean, we're not gonna lie. Like if we got it right, we'll
Okay.
say we got it
Yeah.
right.
For my number 3, give me Mission Impossible:
Yeah.
The Final Reckoning.
Okay, that's not what I have. I can't lie.
Oh, really? What'd you have?
I'm not. Well, no, I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say what I have.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say what I have because
that's. I thought he'd have this at his second. I mean, he said before that it's his favorite action franchise ever, like above John Wick. And so I'm like, there's no way it's not making this dude's list. I thought it'd be at second, but
yeah, I mean, there's so much you could say about the Mission Impossible movies. Especially I think once they got to like the 4th one. And they just found like a really good rhythm, I think. So 4 onward has just been, I think all of them are amazing films. And they've gone up and down. Like Ghost Protocol was amazing, and then I think Rogue Nation was a little bit of a step down, but then Fallout was amazing. And Dead Reckoning Part 1, I really enjoyed that movie. It's crazy to think that that's been almost 2 years since that came out. And originally we were supposed to get them like a year apart, but then this got delayed. Now, of course, they have the title change, which kind of makes it silly that they called the last one Part 1. But then the trailer for this came out, and I mean, it's just Mission Impossible. Like, there's not much else that you can say. It's the same team. It's Tom Cruise. People are theorizing that this might be the final movie in the franchise, or at least that like Tom Cruise is going to be stepping away from it. I mean, this is one of those projects that like it will be good. I have full confidence that like they just won't mess it up. They have a proven track record for like 10 years now that they know what they're doing. They found their rhythm and they're just going to keep doing that. And so I will always be there to watch this on the biggest screen possible. Sorry, Charlie. But I love these movies so much. And I know it's going to be amazing. I just know it. There's literally no other possibility in my mind. Like, this is an incredibly safe pick on top of being a pick from the heart.
Yeah. I fully agree.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I think it is a good pick as well. Wasn't on my list, surprisingly.
I don't think it would have made mine either.
Yeah. I love these movies though, and I think I just kind of didn't really think about it truthfully too much. But I think that where this can go, I do think that as far as like what you said about it being a safe pick, I think that you couldn't be more right. I think this is going to be a slam dunk of a movie no matter what, both critically and audience wise. So yeah, you might be sweeping with this one, Benji.
I'm very happy that I have my top 3 from here on out. I don't really mind what else happens in this draft.
Speaking of safe picks, speaking of going with the heart, I mean, for my third pick, I got to go Stranger Things season 5. The final one around. Past couple of seasons, people. I mean, I always hear the same complaint of, they just don't take a lot of risks. They just don't kill the kids off. They just, they play it so safe. So in the final season, what makes you there's nothing that makes me think that there won't be any death in here. that will matter greatly to the story. And if that's the case, that checks off one big box that's been missing on a lot of people's, or that's been sticking out on a lot of people's critiques. You got your final season, you go out with a bang. Long time in the making. It's a safe pick. It's probably the safest pick out of everything I have, which is why I picked it. Little bit with the heart, but again, I mean, I'm praying for a 2022 type of year, so that I could fire off on uh, a lot of these safe picks like Way of Water and Stranger Things 5. As much as I don't really want them on my list, I got to play some defense, and this is my defensive pick. Stranger Things season 5.
It's a good pick.
I think it's a good pick. I don't think this could do any wrong. Truth. I mean, I think it could be it could do wrong by the fan base, but I think it's going to be well renowned. So
I think it'll be good, but for me, I think I'm a little Stranger Thinged out personally.
Really,
I don't know what it is, but when I think about this franchise, I feel a little exhausted by it. And so the thought of like another season coming out doesn't excite me as much.
Yeah, you know, just hoping for the fan base to pull through and shill this movie out and gaslight everyone into thinking it's great, so that I got at least something on my list. Pick number 4. This is a risky one, but I'm not gonna win. I don't think I'm gonna win, so I'm just putting all my eggs in one basket. The Bear season 4.
damn, this boy out here, that's crazy.
As not
Recency bias.
as not
Wait,
good
That's crazy.
as not good. I won't say not good. As not great as season 3 was, because I think season 3 was good. There were a lot of choices that I personally would not have made and would not have wanted to see. The payoff for all of those moments could hit like fucking crack. And
That's
if
true.
they're saving them for season 4,
Gonna spit in there.
that payoff is going. I mean, there's about 4 things I can think of that will crush my soul, and that will crush my soul, that will have me jumping out of my seat. Things that I want to see be paid off that they could have done in season 3 but didn't, but set up so perfectly for season 4. And I think I would be a fool to leave this one off my list, because it's already an amazing show. I love it so much. And if this alley-oop that season 3 just threw to season 4 finds its way at the bottom of the basket, I mean, I might be cooking with some freaking oil here, baby. No pun intended.
Yeah.
So, the Bears season 4 as my 4th pick.
Yeah, I think this could be a surprising one. After season 3, obviously, I'm hesitant, but I do think you're right.
It's risky.
Yeah, I do think you're right with everything that they set up, and the payoffs of those could be fantastic. Truthfully, but I hope that for you anyway. I hope that season 3 isn't a sign of the times and the downward trend that the show might be starting on.
I mean, I hope not. I could see this season just being like absolutely phenomenal, and then just taking everybody by storm. Everybody going back and binging it, and or people watching it for the first time, and season 4 being so incredible that, again, it just gaslights everybody into thinking it's one of the best projects of the year. And that and Stranger Things can carry me to the promised land.
I don't have much to say about this pick, just because I haven't seen the show, other than the little bit that we watched a couple years ago in California.
It's 10 minutes of the first episode.
Yeah. But I do plan to watch it at some point. I just currently do not have the means, and I'm not going to pay for Hulu just to watch this show. So one day.
Yeah, you could save it till season 4 comes out.
Oh man.
Things are getting tricky.
I mean, I somehow have snuck through with like getting all of the movies that I wanted. So I'm just going to continue that trend, and I am going to take from the world of John Wick, Ballerina,
Mm,
which
lots of action on your list, huh?
there's a lot of action. This is a pick that I'm a little hesitant about just
Oh,
because
whoa, hey, yo, Charlie, bro, what are you looking up on the pod,
His
bro?
voice, bro.
He started typing again so fast, bro.
I am a little bit more hesitant about this movie just because obviously with John Wick Chapter 4 there was a pretty clear end to things, and we knew that they were planning on doing spin-offs, but we didn't fully know what that would look like. There's still a couple rumored spin-offs that we haven't heard anything about. And so this is kind of their first time where they're sticking in this universe and exploring more about a new character. So I'm very curious on how this is going to go. But similar to the Mission Impossible movies, I definitely have faith in just like the team that has worked on this film. And I do know that like originally they had a director, and that director just like did not capture the right style for John Wick, and so they like redid a lot of it while bringing in help from Chad Stahelski, who directed the 4 John Wick films. So I know that like similar to like Daredevil, that they had to rework some things because it just wasn't matching the right tone and vibe of a John Wick film. But from that, it's clearly telling me that like they were able to examine it and kind of find what was and wasn't working and then fix it, which is like the most important thing. So um if this was a John Wick 5 and like we were still active in that universe, I would probably have it like even above Mission Impossible. But just
Yeah.
because this is like a spin-off movie, and so they're still kind of testing the waters, and it's a little unexpected how this is actually going to turn out, I had to put it a little bit lower. So I'm very much looking forward to it, but I feel like this has a pretty tall order to fill. Can they still tell a story in this universe and have it be as compelling when you make John Wick a, small part of the movie and a side character rather than having him be the protagonist? Does it still function well without Keanu in the lead role? So that's the biggest question for me, but I'm very much looking forward to it because it would be a promising sign for when they continue to do more spin-offs in the future.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yummy.
Sorry, I'm doing multiple things at once. You fucking loser ass bitch.
Pay attention to the pod, bro.
I'm excited for it. Don't get me wrong. I don't know. I'm always wary about spinoffs to other things from different worlds, as you could say. And I'm a big Anna de Armas fan. I just praised Knives Out. She was great in Knives Out. Don't get me wrong. And I think she's going to be really good in an action role as well. So I'm excited for this, but part of me is just like when it comes to why I'm wary about spinoffs is like I don't know. Just I know that we told all of John Wick's story, even though I know he's probably they're already talking about maybe making a John Wick 5. Um, this world does run so deep, and I know that they had that TV show that I never really heard anything about after it started airing. I just
I actually watched all of it, Continental.
really did you like it?
I liked parts of it a lot, but it felt a little pointless.
Damn, felt a little pointless.
But like some of the
Just like
character
this
work
movie's gonna
and
feel.
cinematography and whatnot were
It's
really
just
good and matched the
it's
John Wick
just
vibe.
this just tanked Benjamin's list. Let's just call it how it is. This one
Okay.
pick tanked his
Okay.
whole list.
I
That's all
got
I'm
I
gonna
got
say.
a fifth pick. I'm hoping lasts until me that I think could really push me to the finish line.
You said you had like a sleeper of a TV show pick or something like that before we started.
Not a TV show, but yeah.
Not a TV show. I think I swore you said TV show. Whatever. Yeah. Any
Ballerina,
thoughts
great pick.
on Ben's pick, Aiden?
I'm kind of in the same boat. I'm just kind of like indifferent towards it. I think it could be really good. I've said this so many times this episode. I can see a universe where this one is like, a bit of a sleeper and a lot better than most people are thinking. So I could see the potential, but I could also see the risks that come with a fourth and fifth round pick, such as the Bear season 4 and Ballerina. One in the same, not really, but you get what I mean. So yeah, I'm kind of indifferent towards this pick. Hey, look, it's midnight for me. All right, bro, cut me some slack. I've been up since 5:30.
Yeah, bro. Crybabies.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, solid pick. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Whatever.
I could. On to my fourth pick. These are my last two picks, in case for audio listeners. I could do something that like I do think will do well, but like I just don't know that I could really talk about it. So I have two ideas for this. My fifth one is just gonna be just describing what it is. It's gonna be kind of just like a, if it works, hopefully. But my fourth one, I'm in between like a couple different things. And there's one that I think has the potential to do really, really well, as most of the projects in this genre do. And then the other ones would be more from like the heart, I think.
You're
So
Oh my
scaring
gosh,
I
bro, just pick.
me.
What are we doing?
So I think it depends. I think it depends on like how well I think the rest of my list holds up. And truthfully, I don't think that I'm entirely confident in it. So I'm gonna go with my fourth pick for Michael, the Michael Jackson. What do you call those films?
Biopic?
The
Biopic.
biopics. Thank you. The Michael Jackson biopic film. I think that one. I think it's going to do numbers, both box office wise and critically. I think it's going to be one of those Oscar type movies by the time we can roll around to 2026. Truthfully, I kind of need that one thing to lift up the list. Truthfully, so
You're going with some Oscar bait.
yeah, I think I hope that this can get that done for me, but who knows?
Okay. All right, pick.
Dude, what did I?
What
did I
the
say?
hell? Oh my god, bro, you're so weird.
What do you mean? What the hell? That's Aiden is racist, bro. Aiden's
Bro, I'm
racist
talking
as
about
hell.
John Travolta 5 times with the same picture. Just on the top
Dude,
of
all
his
I did
head.
was look up Michael movie. That's crazy. But yeah, I think I hope that can bring some numbers to my list, because I don't think it's quite as strong as Benjamin's, if I'm being honest. But for my fifth pick, as I said, this one's kind of just to throw at the wall, and I don't have a single film from this list up.
What the
Wow.
fuck?
Yeah,
Get
I
that
don't
shit
have a
off your list,
nope,
bro.
no. I've told you guys. I've been telling you guys that I think Thunderbolts is a sleeper. I've been saying this since it was announced. I've been saying that I think this film is going to be a sleeper ass banger from Marvel, and I'm holding true. I'm holding true to that. I'm not shying away from that. All right.
I mean, I'm not
Wing
saying
it?
it's bad. There's just better picks.
And I don't have a single MCU movie on my list so far. And so
All right. Well, maybe you're gonna. I think you're gonna be pissed when you hear my fifth pick. I know Ben isn't taking it. I know you're gonna be pissed. You're gonna be like, I put Thunderbolts over that. All right, Ben, give us your pick.
could be something I'm
What?
just not thinking about.
What possibly could Aiden be thinking about that I'm not, that Charlie's upset about?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
whatever.
think Aiden might be wrong about me being upset about whatever this
Oh
is.
no, bro. No, I promise. I promise you.
think
I promise there's gonna be a PCU that's like, oh my god. Watch. All right. Anyways, continue.
probably just something I forgot. But yeah, Thunderbolts. I mean, I'm excited for it. I think that this has the potential to be really good, and I think Marvel needs some wins right now. I think part of the reason that there was only one MCU movie last year is because they wanted us to have a break from all of that realm of things, other than, you know, they had the TV shows that came out. But they wanted us to have a break, and hopefully they took that time and used it wisely. But again, we've talked about multiple things on this podcast about like why maybe they aren't using that time wisely. And I guess the proof will be in the pudding this year with these films. So, yeah.
Alrighty.
I gotta be honest that I am a bit conflicted on what to pick. I have two options, two series, and I don't know. I feel like there's a safe one, and then there's like my heart, and I don't. It's tough. I am going to land on. You know what? I'm happy with my list, so I'm going to go with my heart over the safer pick. And I am going with Andor Season 2.
It's a good one.
Which I only recently watched Season 1, but it is genuinely the best thing that Star Wars has done since the original movies. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely phenomenal.
Nice.
Genuinely a couple of episodes that were like legitimately like almost jaw-dropping how amazing they were.
Wow.
And I'm upset with myself that I put off watching the show for that long. It had like a bit of a slower start in like the first 4 episodes or so, but it sets up to something that's just like incredible. So
you're making me mad at myself that I haven't watched it yet. And I know if Brandon's listening this far in, he's gonna light my ass up.
If I'm just saying, like, you need to be there for season 2. And I do think that this is partially a heart pick just because I'm a Star Wars fan, but I will defend this as a pretty safe pick as well, because the plan all along was for them to release 2 seasons. They had the entire story done from like the very beginning of production of this show. They just split it up into 2 separate seasons. So like this plan is just part 2 of what they already did. And so like I have full confidence that like we're just going to see that same level of quality again, because it's kind of like what they did for like the Lord of the Rings trilogy, where the production of all of it all happened at the same time, which is why there's such a good consistency between 3 massively long films. And so this is kind of the same thing. And genuinely, best Star Wars in decades. Literally the best stuff that they've done since the original movies.
I think this just won you the draft, dude. I genuinely, if it's as good as the first season, just based off what I'm hearing, I haven't even watched it yet, this might be a winner. A winner for you.
Watch. Ballerina's gonna tank. Absolutely tank. Well, right? And if hold on, let me hey. Yeah. Right. Simmer down.
Let's get this man out of here. Forgets that we're on StreamYard. This is my show, buddy. What are you?
Simmer down. Good boy, bringing me back in. Yeah.
Jarvis, make me a thumbnail. All right.
Watch, Ballerina's gonna absolutely tank, and then all of mine. I'm not gonna have a single absolute tank. Maybe Thunderbolts, maybe Thunderbolts,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
I'm not gonna have a single absolute tank. So my average is gonna be better than Ben's.
Well, no, the thing about Ballerina is for a movie like that to succeed, it only needs to make like $200 million. Whereas for Thunderbolts to succeed, it needs to make like five
Hold
or
on,
six.
what?
What?
Sorry, hold
But
on.
this
It's
isn't
not
about
just yet.
this
It's
isn't
not
this
just
is
about
about
box
if
office
it's good
success.
or not. And
Well,
but
this is okay.
Charlie Thunderbolts is right there also.
I agree. No, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Making sure
I think
But
there's
watch,
a higher
if
chance.
Thunderbolts gets like an average, like
No,
an
no, no,
average
no.
MCU
No, no.
movie, like bro,
Charles,
my average will be
the
better
chance
than
that
Ben's when
Thunderbolts
Ballerina
is
tanks.
bad, the chance that Thunderbolts is bad is way higher than the chance that Ballerina is bad.
I'll even agree with that. So then when Ballerina tanks, bro,
Yeah, and when Thunderbolts
That's
tanks,
gonna hit
even
you, boy.
worse. Like,
that's gonna hit you, boy. That's gonna hit you hard, dog.
So stupid.
That's fine.
All
Michael's
right.
gonna say my list. Trust
Oh
that.
my god, bro! I can't believe you picked that fucking movie.
Dude, you actually think it's gonna be bad?
Your
What about it
last
do you think is
two-
gonna be bad?
No, I literally know nothing about the movie. I just think
Oh,
there
exactly.
are better picks out there.
Dude, it's fucking Michael Jackson. You think it's gonna be bad? No.
Okay, the same thing as saying it's Diddy, bro. They're one and the same, bro. Fondling kids, bro. Fondling kids.
Oh my god.
There was actually a Diddy documentary that I thought about being like, all right, my fourth pick is Diddy's Victims or something like that. It was something. It's some doc, like the name was like literally Diddy's Victims or something. I was gonna say it, but all right, you ready, Charlie?
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Y'all
guess-
get ready to watch Heartbreak.
To talk about Andor a little bit, I guess. I haven't seen it, so I don't know. But
Great insight.
yeah. Hold on, I wasn't done. I haven't seen it, but that's fine. Andor season 2, I'm sure, is going to be of the same quality that I've heard so much about Andor season 1. So I mean, I can't disagree with Aiden so much, truthfully, on Ben potentially winning the list, but watch when Ballerina and Daredevil are actually bad.
He's coping. Let him cope.
When Ballerina and Daredevil are bad, and then Superman's bad too. Fuck, Ben, you're gonna be on life support, buddy.
You're coping so hard at your holy.
Ben has won. All right, we're fine with that. My fifth and final pick, Mr. Charles.
Dude, what is this? This is just gonna be something stupid.
Beef season 2.
No, I don't care.
No, yes, you do. You know you do.
No,
you know you do. He's trying.
I did forget about that. I did forget about it, but it wouldn't have been on my
trying to
list.
hide it.
It wouldn't have been on my list, though. I promise you.
Beef
Absolutely
season 2.
promise you. I shall just do season 1 for the picture.
I think it's absolute sleeper.
Dude, oh my god.
Oh my god, Charlie. Bro, you're banned from doing this shit ever again.
It's awesome.
You're kind of skirting a line here, Aiden. It doesn't have a confirmed release date.
Oh my god.
It's saying it's likely late 2025, potentially 2026.
Damn. Well, no, hold on. He'll just have to eat that then, bro.
No.
He'll just have to eat that shit. What?
No.
You think you get to repick? Hold on.
No, I don't
What?
repick. I'll just throw another one in there because there's potential it comes out in 2025. If it does, then it's on my list.
So
If
hold on.
not,
you get a backup pick? What the fuck is this?
No. This is your
That's
pick.
why
crazy.
wouldn't I? All right. Take Beef season 2 off then.
What? Damn,
Take
what?
it off. Bro, I'm not gonna sit here and just be like, oh yeah, let me chance it. Here's the win, Ben. What the fuck?
Buddy, your list is not winning, dog. You're not winning.
Hey,
doesn't
neither
matter
are
what
you.
this fifth thing
Newsflash,
is.
buddy.
Hey,
Neither
we
are
would
you.
Not winning.
We would give you that project regardless of its release date. Like, we're not going to penalize you if it comes out in 2026.
It's just you don't get the points. You don't get the points for
No,
2025.
I'm not taking that. Throw in Mickey 17. That'll be my fifth and final pick.
That was gonna be one of my other.
Yeah, just throw in Mickey.
When I was
17.
choosing when I was choosing my number 4, it was between Michael, Mickey 17, and Sinners.
Oh my god. I can't believe you went with Thunderbolts and Michael over both of those. Crazy.
I kind of agree with Aiden there.
I genuinely, bro.
Thing on there, and I'm telling you, I told dude. Okay,
For what? If the movie has a potential of being mid,
okay, dude. Number 5, if anything, is directly from the is supposed to be a directly from the heart kind of pick. Like you've already got your first seed, second, third, fourth. Like, come on, you already got all those picks. 5th of anything is supposed to be from the heart or just a fucking balls to the wall type pick. You got me tripping if you think Thunderbolts is not that. I don't think Mickey is a balls to the wall type pick. I don't think Sinners is a balls to the wall type pick. I think those are guaranteed at least a fucking 60 to 70% on Rotten Tomatoes. You got me fucked up if you think they're not.
But if you already like, I mean, I don't know. We keep saying that Ben has the win, but there is a chance where some of these projects just don't shape out.
Maybe Mission Impossible's bad.
That's what I'm saying. Like there is a chance that Mission Impossible and
ourselves.
Superman just like aren't there, or just don't like blow people out of the water like people are expecting. Right? Right now, these are all just names. So there is a chance. There is a chance. So then why not just go for the Sinners or the Mickey 17, and like why just go the MCU movie? Like I don't know.
Why not go for the Michaels? That's what I did. Dude, my number 3 is literally Wake Up Dead Man. What the fuck are you talking about? What are you saying? What are you actually saying right now? You went with Stranger Things season 5. Don't talk to me.
Yeah, it's safe.
Talk to me.
The fuck? It's safe. Their final season?
You want to talk? No, you're
Are you telling me that season 4 was shit?
You're talking about making picks that are just like balls, like what I'm saying, balls to the wall. Stranger Things season 5 is not that. The Bear is closer to that. The Bear season 4 is closer to that. But no, not even
because I'm trying to win.
The Bear season 4 is closer to that than Mickey 17, if you ask me.
Because I'm trying to win. If I want to stand up against the titles that he has right here, then I'm gonna put all my eggs in that basket.
Why do you think Michael's there? Why do you think Michael's there? Why do you think Michael's there?
I know. I'm more so talking about Thunderbolt. I'm more so just talking about Thunderbolts.
And when you have to lick the bottom of my shoe when May rolls around, you're gonna lick the bottom of both of my fucking souls and tell me, Charlie, I'm so sorry, I was wrong. Can I please stand up? And I'll be like, yeah, you fucking can. Don't doubt me again, bitch. Get out of my face. There we go. Both of you gonna be doing that. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted.
I can liken how you're talking about Ballerina. I can liken that to Michael.
Maybe. Not every biopic does fantastically well.
Better Man.
That one is doing well, is it not?
It's doing terribly. They actually just said that they are not going to be releasing the box office numbers on it.
Oh,
okay. Well, not money wise, but everybody that I've seen talk about the film.
I've heard people call it a great movie.
Well, yeah, quality is one thing, but I think box office is a factor. Just not.
No, what?
Well, hold on.
In this list?
Yeah, this list is mostly about quality, not about box office. Because obviously we have TV shows on here. Like, how are we going to judge that?
Yes, no, I agree with that. I'm just saying that when we talk about a film being successful, typically when a film is getting highly praised, that also should lead to box office success. And so if a movie doesn't make that much money, or if it bombs, then it might be like well received, but only by the few people that watched it. And like, does that matter as much? I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, that's a good point, but
I don't think it matters as much as quality, obviously.
Yeah, definitely not.
But
because like I don't think Past Lives made a shit ton of money at the box office. It's a good movie though.
Exactly. And I don't think that, I mean,
Everything
at this
Everywhere
point,
All at Once.
I don't think that Michael will make a ton of money either, personally. But
I don't know.
It might be really good. I don't know.
All right. You want to go through and read the lists out, Charles? You
Well,
can
you don't
start.
want. Do you want to talk about Mickey 17? You haven't even talked about it.
Oh, I mean Bong Joon-ho. I mean, one of the greatest directors of our time. Movies coming out soon, so I can already have a leg up, I guess, on some most of y'all if it's great. At least then I'll know for sure if I have a chance at winning or if I don't. I mean, it was back and forth between this and Beef Season 2. I truly do think that Beef Season 2 has a chance to. I think Beef Season 2 is a draft winner.
He's gonna be so mad when it comes out this year, and then it's
No,
fucking
if
fantastic.
it does and it's
Had it on his list.
incredible, I can at least say, hey, I almost chose it. Like I had the vision. I can at least say that, but I won't be salty. I think it is a draft winner though. I also do think Mickey 17 is kind of a draft winner too. It could be a sleeper.
agree.
I mean, it looks like a fantastic movie. Who doesn't love Robert Pattinson and Stephen Yeun? Also, that's almost 3 Stephen Yeun projects. Oh no, because he's not in Beef Season 2, but that's 2 Stephen Yeun projects we have on our lists up here. So kind of shout out to the man.
He was also almost in Thunderbolts.
Also almost in Thunderbolts. He's just a man of the pod, all right? We love him over here. But yeah, Mickey 17 has a chance to be amazing. I think it could be a sleeper draft winner. I don't think Bong Joon-ho really misses at all.
I think anything since Parasite.
I don't think so, but he has some older movies that are very...
I loved Okja a lot.
I really want to watch
Snowpiercer is fantastic.
You haven't seen Snowpiercer?
He did the Snowpiercer movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Incredible.
Yeah. I want to watch Memories of Murder. I've heard that one's amazing.
I've heard that one's really good too. So yeah, I mean, dude, I don't even have to go through all his movies. Like he is just one of the greatest directors of our time. You throw in Robert Pattinson, Stephen Yeun, all the people I just named off. What's her name from Hereditary? I know it's Coletti?
Comer? Oh.
Something Coletti.
Colette. Toad?
Colette. Nick it starts with
the in Mickey 17?
No. Oh, wait, maybe.
Tony
Collette. Yeah, Tony Collette. It's just a fantastic cast. And I think that's enough to be promising to me. So Mickey 17, I think, could be a real sleeper. And I'm hoping that it is, because that could be a 5th round steal and a good start to my 2025 list. I'm really excited. I'm so freaking like, I can just like going to watch Avatar Fire and Ash and just getting out of the theater and being like, fuck, Aiden had that one on his list. Damn it, that was really good. Just like stuff like that. Just like watching
the franchise.
Watching the all right, buddy. All right, all right, Michael. The fuck? All right, Thunderbolts over here. Holy shit.
Dude, I cannot wait till you guys are wrong. I actually cannot wait, bro.
We'll see.
You
That's
guys been
the fun
dogging on
about
this
this.
movie for so long.
That's the fun about this.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mickey 17. I'm more than happy having that as my 5th pick.
I really do like the pick. It's like it's one of my more anticipated movies that's coming out in the first part of the year, like January to April. It's definitely up there for me. So I am really looking forward to it, and probably would have been one of my next couple of picks if we kept going with this draft. So
how did those get over Avatar Fire and Ash for you? Like what?
Avatar Fire and Ash would have been my next pick.
Okay.
Dude.
Okay.
Ballerina though over Avatar and Mickey 17.
That's actually wild, Ben. Coming from you, that's wild.
That is really crazy.
I don't like the thing about Avatar is like, yeah, I really like the Avatar movies and more than most people, and I think the theatrical experience will be incredible. But like when we're talking about Ballerina, like I would take John Wick 4 or John Wick 3 over the Avatar movies for me personally. Like if Ballerina lives up to what it could be within its given series, then I can absolutely see it being better than Avatar Fire and Ash. Maybe not. I don't know. Just depends. What are you freaking out about?
You know
I'm
what I
just
like in
trolling.
Thunderbolts too, man? Shang-Chi. I bet you guys
Oh
said the
my
same shit about
God,
Shang-Chi. I
dude.
bet you guys
Holy fuck. We're
you
not
guys were
even talking about
Shang-Chi haters,
Thunderbolts
bro.
right now.
I bet.
Holy.
I bet y'all said the same garbage shit about Shang-Chi. And look, you guys ate that shit too. I bet.
Bro, I still
No, we were
you know
still
what
high
you
on
know
the
what
MCU back then.
you know what I'm still not gonna let go, Charlie, is you typing in beef in the fucking search and thinking that the show would pop up.
Dude, I just wasn't. I was just on autopilot, bro.
Oh my God, dude. Insane. All
Uh,
right, Charlie, you can go through and read your list off.
Okay. So for my draft of 2025 entertainment projects, I guess you can call it, my number one pick, Last of Us Season 2. My number two pick, Invincible Season 3. My number three pick, Knives Out 3, Wake Up Dead Man. My number four pick, Michael, the Michael Jackson biopic. And my number five pick, Marvel Studios Thunderbolts. Do you want, should I read it your guys's, or do you guys want to read your guys's?
No, we can read it. That way, like whoever, if people are listening on audio, they can kind of differentiate.
Yeah.
Okay, for my list at number 1, we have Superman. Number 2, Daredevil Born Again. Number 3, Mission Impossible The Final Reckoning. Number 4 is Ballerina. And number 5, Andor Season 2.
All right. Also, just want to throw out there that I read an article that was posted in December, and I read an article that was posted in October of last year. The one in October said beef would kind of be late 2025, early 2026. The one posted in December said that it will be coming out in October. But I'll keep Mickey 17. It's fine. Aiden, my list is number 1, Avatar, Fire and Ash. Number 2, Fantastic Four. Number 3, Stranger Things Season 5. Number 4, The Bear Season 4. And number 5, Mickey 17. And we'll be sure to keep track. We are going to talk about all of these movies. If not all, then most of them. Like, I don't really see us talking about Michael or Ballerina unless it's like news, what we've been watching. But some of these big ones for sure, and we can even pull this back up and reference it throughout the year. And so, yeah, that's my list. So if you're watching these in theater, whoever's listening, and you can be like, or if you're just watching them and you're like, this was ass, who had that on their list? We'll be here to talk about it. Or if you're like, this was fire, whoever had this on their list, I bet is giddy right now. We probably are. And we're probably talking about it. So,
yeah. Yeah, but that is our 2025 entertainment draft list. And as Aiden said, we will be coming back to this periodically to check in after each of the new projects has come out. I think the first one that we will be talking about will probably be Invincible Season 3, because we'll be covering it week to week, but I guess we won't know as a whole until the season's over. So the very, very first project that we'll be talking about will most likely be Mickey 17. Coming out, I believe, March 6th, I think.
I think it's April.
I thought it was
earlier.
No,
it switched
March
with
7th.
Sinners. It switched with Sinners.
never
Sinners
mind.
was
Yeah.
March something, and then
March 7th.
March 7th. Okay.
So my other picks, real quick, I had The Monkey by
Oh, I wish I picked that. That would have tanked your shit so bad.
Oz Perkins.
Can we just
I
have
really like
two honorable
Long Legs.
mentions or something?
I already said mine, so yeah, you guys can say yours if you want.
Oh crap! I deleted my. Let me see. Let me think. Yeah, honorable mention: One Piece season 2 live action and The Monkey by Oz Perkins.
Honorable mentions: Squid Game season 3.
I'm surprised nobody picked that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of hesitancy with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't watched it, so.
Second honorable mention, which I was really tempted to throw in as like a out there heart pick, is Love Hurts, which is an action movie
Yeah,
coming out
yeah.
in early February, starring Ki Kwan, which is it's a first time director, but he's the stunt coordinator on the John Wick movies, The Fall Guy, Black Panther, lots of stuff. And he's directing the movie. And Ki Kwan, action wise, is incredible. So
That
I'm
looks
excited
pretty
for
good,
that.
yeah. That
And I
definitely would
like,
have been
yeah,
a
I
heart.
like the trailer.
Yeah, that would have been a big heart pick. I could see that being like what was that movie called? The Fall Guy. I could see that kind of being like the same, like one in the same of last year and this year's. To where it's like it's not incredible to where everyone and their mom's talking about it and praising it, but it's not bad at all. So
Yeah.
I think Andor season 2 is a freaking draft winner for you, if I'm being honest. So I think that was your best bet right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, snap out of it, buddy. You're recording the podcast.
Well, I didn't know if you guys had other things to say. But yeah, that I think brings our episode to an end. Thank you all so much for watching or listening wherever you are. We will be back next week, probably talking about a movie potentially. Do you guys plan on seeing a movie
What
this
movie?
weekend? I don't know what just came out.
Well, we
I think it's
got
that Mark Wahlberg movie, Flight Risk.
I'm not
what
watching
the
that.
fuck?
If I'm going to watch a movie, I'm going to watch Wolfman. But
Wolfman, yeah.
I don't even think I would check that one out. I mean, maybe we'll see. I haven't heard good things at all.
I don't know. We'll be back next week, probably with like a maybe another more fun episode. Maybe Ben can pull his head out of his ass and start working on that Jeopardy thing.
brother,
I'm just kidding. He's got school and stuff. But seriously, thank you all so much for watching and listening. If you're on podcast listening platform like Spotify, Apple Music, or anything, Apple Podcasts, excuse me, or anything like that, be sure to drop us a rating. We'd sincerely appreciate it. Also, drop us a comment, because again, you can leave us a comment or some sort of fan mail, and we will read it at the beginning of each and every episode. And we sincerely appreciate it, just like we did at the beginning of this one. If you're on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, because we will keep dropping episodes just like this one every single week. Or at least we try. We missed 2 weeks ago, but that's fine. Hit the like button as well if you're on YouTube. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time. Adios.
Peace.
sayonara.